should have been. You said, was I rapping? I should have been. Right now? Well, ain't that about a something?
Click your mic. Do what you doing.
I just sent it. Hey! Mayday, mayday. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, this is it right now. Click it, click it. Thank you, Norm. Thank you, Norm. Norm said, you're live right now. No, Norm said, you're live right now. Hey there, hey there, hey there. Hey y'all, we're getting started. We're getting started. How are you? How are you? Hey y'all. It's your girl. It's your girl. It's your girl. You know I gotta let this ride out. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Oh my gosh. It's a good day to be alive. Yes, God. It's a good day to be alive. It's a good day to be in the land of the living. And I am so glad about today. Why? Because like I scream in Norm's ear, Norm, it's Tuesday. It's our favorite day. Hey, y'all. How are you? Whew! Y'all, can I tell you guys something? First and foremost, thank you guys so much for tuning into the Make Me Matter radio show. It's your girl. Thank you for rocking out with me. Hope you get a chance to tag a friend, text a friend, and tell a friend that the Making Me Matter radio show is officially on the air. How was your weekend? Did you guys do anything special? What did I do this weekend? Oh my gosh. Did I do anything this weekend? Y'all, I'm really trying to think. What did I do this weekend? This is so not good. I legit do not remember if I did anything at all this weekend. Oh! I hung out with one of my babies this weekend. And then Sunday, oh my gosh, on Sunday. Y'all, Norm, can you believe that on Sunday I did not go to church? Your face, the way you just whipped your neck. Wait, oh my God. Y'all, I told my girlfriend, hey, Niecy, how are you? One of my girlfriends said to me, had called me on Sunday and said, what did you do today? Hey, Deacon Spady. I know. Deacon Spady said I'm a backslider. He said I'm a backslider. Deacon Spady. I had so much stuff to do at home. And I had said, hey, Steve. Steve is on. I had so much stuff to do at home. I said, you know what? I think I'm just going to take the day. Niecy, I said, I'm not going to do too much. I'm going to take the day. Excuse me. Pace myself. And I'd have the house to myself for several hours. Let me take my time and not do too much of anything but straighten up, get some things in order. I needed, hey, Erwin. Big shout out to Erwin, DJ, all day Cox. So I said to myself, I'm just going to take the day, clean up, wash my sheets, wash my comforter. And so I cheated. I stayed home. My girlfriend said to me, I said, can you believe I stayed home from church today? She said, you what? Listen, everybody knows I can count on one hand how many times I stay home from church in a year. I just couldn't do it. I said, I got to get some things in order. Have y'all ever just did that where it's like, you know what? Enough is enough. Let me just go cold turkey. Good to see you, Sister Carolyn. Let me just go cold turkey and get some things in order and just do it today. And honestly, I had a very good outcome. What did you guys do this weekend? Holler at me. Let me know what you guys did. Put up in the comments how was your weekend. Tell me what you did. Let me tell y'all, I didn't realize how exhausted I was yesterday. Right. So like, I get off of work at 5. And the moment I got off, I work from home. Some days. And the moment I got off, I said, I'm going to lay down. It was about 5:15, 5:30. I woke up. It was 1:45. Big shout out to God for letting me sleep. God knows. This was yesterday. I needed the rest. I didn't realize how much rest I needed because I run a lot. Do a lot. But the thing is, one thing about me, I'm not going to do if I don't have the strength or the mindset to do it. They both have to be equal for me. If my mind isn't wanting to do it, but I got the strength to do it, I'm not doing it. If I got the strength to do it and my mind don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. That's just how but you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So I just said, so I woke up about 1:45. My big sis texted me. Big shout out to her. Went ahead and sent me a text. And I think I responded to her text. Now laid back down, went back to sleep, woke up around 3:30. And said, well, I'm wide awake now. What am I going to do? So, being wide awake, I started playing my Bejeweled game on my phone. The Bejeweled game gives me so much life between that and Royal Match. So I'm playing that on my phone. And then I just said, okay, I need to probably do something because I'm wide awake. And what do I start doing? I start reading my Bible. Yeah, Sister Carolyn, I have a lot just going on. A lot just going on. And in the midst of a lot going on, your girls still need a personal life. So I got to go ahead and make sure that, even with the obligations that I have, I still have some other things some people that I still need to rock out with. My big baby boys, like I like to call him. Tiffany, he'll call me or text me. He FaceTimes me and says, he never calls. He FaceTimes me. Hey, Tiff, what are you doing? Where are you? Are you coming to get me? I love him. That's the child I never had. Are you coming to get me? Okay, well, maybe not right now, but I'll come and get you later. Okay, text me an hour later. Are you on your way? Where are you? So you best believe I got a whole balanced life. Hallelujah. You best believe you ain't going to see me all churched in and lifed out. It ain't going to work like that with your girl. You got to live a balanced life. Even Jesus would want you to live a balanced life. You know what I'm saying? All churched in and lifed out. Not going to be my story. So how was y'all weekend? Did you guys do good? Make sure you tag a friend, text a friend, and tell a friend that the Making Me Mad radio show is on the air. So look at this, y'all. Omega Psi Phi fraternity revokes membership of Memphis police officers responsible for Tyree Nichols' death. That right there is a beautiful thing. I think we talked about this. Was it last week? I can't remember even when. I think it was last week and I was just trying to figure out how this even came to play. And I was sharing with somebody today. Let me see if I can find the text, because she and I had a very sweet, beautiful conversation about this entire situation. And this person had said to me that they disgraced all these officers, right? Let me put it back up there. Hold on one second. Where are they? That these officers, of course, these are just the 3 because they got kicked out of Omega Psi Phi. And so these officers, she says, they disgraced all of their ancestors that fought for them to get a job like that. Just horrible. And I told her, all of the ancestors. I said, it is so sickening. She said, I can't even watch the video. And I said, what an embarrassment to our culture. But heck, anytime we kill our own, it's an embarrassment and disgrace to our culture. See, so let me just be clear, because this is our topic tonight. Our topic is going to be about that. Where is the village? Because we look at that, we get angry at that. But we don't get angry when stuff is going on in Newark, Patterson, Jersey City, New Brunswick. I mean, come on. There's cities where things happen. Well, let's not get it twisted. Old Bridge. Did you guys see the councilwoman that was just murdered in her car? I personally believe that was such a setup. That was such a target. Somebody knew she was on her way home. I'm so curious to hear the details of who knew her and who just wanted her gone like that. So it just bothers me. So tonight we're going to be talking about where is the village? Where is the village? But before we go into where is the village, Denise said I can't watch the video either. Yeah, Sister Carolyn. Yeah, Deacon Spady. We only get upset when it's black on black crime in the media, when it comes to governing officials, officers, things like that. But we don't get angry enough when driving up and down the street, seeing violence. One of my friends, who is like my brother, who I call him my family, his cousin was just shot. It was on RLS Metro. His cousin was just shot in the head last week in Newark and died. Why? I found on I've read that it was nothing but good things about this gentleman. Nothing but good things. But we don't raise enough rage or anger concerning what's happening here. Yes, we have a right to be upset when it's people like the police. Absolutely. They have a job to do, and their job is not to kill us off. But in the same breath, when we see things like this happening up the street, what's being done? What is being done about that? So we're going to talk about tonight, where is the village, because I want to show something in a second. But before I show what is going to lead to that, can you guys believe this? Y'all, I am in an online magazine called Sapphire Emerald Magazine, and I am just so grateful to God. Norm is clapping. Thank you, Norm. I am so grateful to God. But y'all, Melba Moore is on the cover of this magazine, and first of all, I didn't know my name was going to be on the cover of this magazine. I was floored when I saw that, completely blown away. And then I was blown away when I saw Melba Moore on here, and I was like, OMG. Melba Moore is on here too? That's incredible. And so, y'all, this is just, I don't even know what to say. This is the intro going into the Pearl story that I'll be giving. In order for you to read the story, you have to go online and order it. You have to go online. Online magazine, the online magazine is $9.99. The hard copy, which your girl's going to be ordering, is $19.99. $19.99 for the hard copy, so that you can put it on your coffee table, or the online copy, which is $9.99. So I just want to say thank you first and foremost to the opportunity for the opportunity to the person who blessed me with this opportunity, and I'm still blown away behind that. I'm still I can't even describe to y'all how grateful to God I am. It's so funny because for years when I would do my advertisements, let me see, does it say it on here? Norm, you know what, Norm, do I have this on my advertisement? If you want to advertise with us, I said, need more visibility. Da, 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 da. Do I have it here? Here it is. Do you need to bring visibility to your vision? That's what I have if you decide to advertise with us, right? I'm used to helping people bring visibility to their vision. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. There's people that I've helped out, and I was clear, and I said, no charge. Everything ain't about $1. Let's just go ahead and get you out there to do this. I'm telling you, I've got people that will tell you that I've done that. Not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just trying to make a correlation here, right? I've done it for people. And to have that done for me is just, y'all, I can't even tell you how much I legit just thank God for the opportunity. But even here, being at BKS1, let me clap it up for Norm. This is just an amazing opportunity. I don't take these for granted. And one thing about me, hey, Mandy, one thing you guys will find out about me is I'm good for pulling people in. But you best believe I go to God first. I pray about everything. I pray about who, the timing, everything. Okay, God, what do you think about this? Should I not? Okay, cross them off. And so there's people that God has laid on my heart for different things, and you guys will find out about that later. Not today. Hallelujah. Amen. So so I'm just grateful to God for the opportunity. I'm grateful. And y'all, let me just keep it G with you. Thank you guys so much for sharing. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Thank you guys for even the comments have been outrageous. I need to go back out there and, hey, Cree, I need to go back out there and see who the comments are. Breaking news.
Downtown Plainfield's on fire.
What? Now?
Right now.
How?
I know I smell smoke.
Right now? Downtown Plainfield is on fire. How?
I don't know. Everybody looking going through my tongue. I said, what? And he's like, yeah. Somebody in Scotch Plains, like, I can smell the smoke in Scotch Plains.
Downtown, y'all just pray for the people right now, downtown Plainfield. Pray that nobody is hurt, nobody's homes are affected, nobody's cars are affected. Even though we could easily say that cars and homes could be replaced, we don't know what people are going through. We don't know what people are dealing with.
I'll be back. I'm going to do some reporting.
I know you are. Thank you, Norm. Norm's about to go do what he does best. Big shout out. That's why I love Norm. Norm is like a triple OG. So let's just definitely keep everybody that's in downtown Plainfield area in prayer. And if you're going to the downtown Plainfield area, you might want to be very careful if you're on your way. So let's keep them in prayer. There's a lot of families downtown and a lot of people. What time is it? 9 o'clock? I think the stores are closed, but still, people still walk around. Just be prayed up for them. Hey, Kim, good to see you. Yeah, Sister Carolyn, right now is what Norm just said it. Norm just said it. So, y'all, let's get into tonight's topic. I don't know if you guys saw this story, right? Did you guys see this? Female student suffers concussion after ruthless beating from two male students. Ruthless female student suffers concussion after ruthless beating from two male students. So I don't know if you guys can see, but the white shirt is the 9-year-old girl. The orange, not the orange shirt, that pink shirt, and then the shirt in the black. The one in the black, y'all, is 14 years old. 14 years old, and this is on a bus. A 14-year-old boy and another boy jumped a 9-year-old girl. So this is what we've come to, right? This is what we've come to. I was talking to somebody last week about where is the village? And I can't remember if it was Shanique or who it was that I was talking with. But my question is, where is the village? Why is this happening? I'm seeing more drama with younger kids killing adults or killing other kids, or like that. I think it was Boone. I think I was talking to my Boone star about it. I told him that we were talking about, I don't know if we were talking about this, but we were talking about the 9-year-old boy. I think about the 9-year-old boy who killed his mother because he was mad that she didn't buy him the head visual game set. You know, back in the day, if there was something that I wanted and my parents didn't give it to me and I acted a fool, because they wouldn't just necessarily say no, right? They might just say, not right now. Or if they did say no, the no could have really leaned towards a maybe. But if I acted up, trust me, they gave me a hard no, and I wish that I didn't act the way that I did so that I was able to get what I wanted. But I would never think to harm them because I didn't get what I want. I'm confused. Can someone help me understand where this generation is lost at? Is it because the parents are getting younger? I don't understand it. Mandy, I'm lost. Is it because the parents are getting younger and they just no longer want to do the parenting? And I noticed that a lot of times these parents try to leave the parenting to the teachers or the school district. The school is not responsible for raising nobody's child. The school is not responsible for raising anybody's child. The school is there to provide an education to the child, but not to parent the child. This thing here on the bus, why is a 14-year-old swinging on a 9-year-old? Did y'all see how tall that boy was? That boy was, I don't know if you guys can see him. I'm going to try to show it to you again. That boy, look how he's towering over that 9-year-old girl in the white shirt. This is a huge problem. This is a huge problem. And I'm baffled. I'm heartbroken. I don't know how I would feel if I was a parent. I don't know how I would feel. My child probably would never be able to go back to school again. I'd probably pull my child out of school and just homeschool. there was a time when girls and boys used to fight, right? I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. But jumping a girl that's this big, that's 9 years old, and you 14? So am I wrong for saying that I think charges should be filed against this 14-year-old boy? Let's go to some of these comments. Sister Carolyn says, parenting starts at home first. Parents are their children's first teacher. Absolutely. Listen, Irwin. Irwin said, I'm fighting the parents. Irwin, I'm not even mad at you for that. Do you hear me? Listen, what are these parents teaching their children or not teaching them that their kids feel that comfortable? That their male child feels that comfortable, to beat up on a 9-year-old girl that looks like she's 50 pounds. Mandy said, secretly, I'm with Irwin. Secretly. Shh. I think we all are. How is this acceptable? So I personally, now, y'all know, me loving law, not trying to be funny, I would go after both of those boys' parents, and because she was on a school bus, I would go after the school. Somebody would be paying for this, literally. Literally. Where have we gone wrong? So I need some help here. I need some help. I need you guys to really help me out with this. Where have we gone wrong? And here's the thing. Like I said to my Boonster last week, I told him, I said, you know what the thing is too, Boone? I said, if an adult sees something wrong and you try to correct the child, and you can try to correct the child in a loving way. The parent could be sitting right there knowing the child is wrong and not doing anything. And you know what ends up happening? If you try to correct the child, the parent will sit back and be like, don't say nothing to my child. Don't correct them. Your child is out of order. Your child is wrong. You not correcting them. Somebody got to. Because this here is going to lead to this, and this here. This is why these kids are out of control. Sister Carolyn said, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Somebody's going to have to pay. Absolutely. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. So does this mean that, what are the chances? Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, because I've seen this. Let's take that little 9-year-old boy. I think he was 9. Thank you, Holy Ghost. That's what I was talking to Boone about. Y'all remind me in the comments. Not only the boy who shot his teacher brought the gun to school. The school was already at a heightened alert concerning this child. That should have never happened. Did you guys see the video of the young lady, the girl who fought her teacher in school? I want to say this was about 2 weeks ago. I want to say it was about a week or 2 weeks ago. This girl fought her teacher. The teacher's like trying to back up. The girl is getting all in her face. The teacher's like backing up, like saying, get out of my face. Da-da-da-da-da. The teacher didn't put her hands on her. That child put her hands on the teacher first. Baby, that could not be Tiffany Renee. No, Nelly, you could not be no student, be my height or bigger. Because I don't know, I can't, kick a little kid, let somebody just deal with him. I can't do all of that. Now, But if you my height or bigger and you get in my face, you're a student. You felt comfortable enough to get in this teacher's face. Not only did you get comfortable enough to get in this teacher's face, you got comfortable enough to get in her face and to put your hands on her and to fight her in such a way that this teacher now has a broken leg. Y'all, when did Erwin, it wasn't like that when we were, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. Listen, when I was in the 8th grade, let me tell y'all something. When I was in the 8th grade, right, I went to McKinley in New Brunswick. So a lot of different stuff. Let me tell you guys something. Nobody played with Miss McGee. Nobody played with Miss Daniels. Was it Wimbush? Miss Wimbush. There was another woman. I could see her face. Nobody played with these teachers. Nobody played. That was the 8th grade. I'm trying to think. When I was in high school, who did I have in high school? I'm trying to think. Who was? I can't even think. I had Mr. Flynn. Mr. Flynn was a good science teacher, biology teacher. Y'all have. I'm thinking about different people. You know, we didn't do these things. Now, were there teachers that we didn't like? Absolutely. But this, getting in the teacher's face. Oh, I had one teacher I could not stand. I will not say what I did online at all. But, oh, I just had a flashback. I was in the 10th grade. Yeah, we're not talking about that part. But I understand. But at the end of the day, oh, Jesus. Woo, God has a way of bringing things back to your remembrance. But I never put my hands on no teacher. I didn't care how much I didn't like them. I had parents to come home to that I would have to deal with. I'll never forget my dad kept me in the house all summer. I thought I was going to die. Kept me in the house all summer because, all right, so I got busted changing my report card, right? And Jesus, y'all, I got busted changing my report card. And my father said to me, nobody's to come in the house and you can't go out. Well, I had everybody come over. We lived in a townhouse then. I had everybody come over and had everyone sit in the driveway. I was inside the garage, which was attached to the house. My daddy came home, and my mom and my dad came home together. My dad jumped out the car. Didn't I tell you that you're not to have nobody in the house? I said, you said nobody's to come in, and I'm not to go out. Everybody is outside in the driveway, and I'm still technically in the house sitting in the garage. You know what? My dad said, get upstairs. Mother E says to me all the time, Tiff, I could just beat those legs. That's all she would say. Tiff, you was just, So let's go to some of these comments. But at the end of the day, I did fear my parents. I'm going to be very honest with y'all. I think the problem is now these kids have no fear. These parents are their friends. These parents, I think these kids see something at home. And even when they're not at home, they see how their parents act out in public. And they think that their parents' behavior is okay to carry into school. No. Let's go to some of these comments. Lord Jesus, I don't want to talk too much about my stories. Mandy said, that's why I give so much credit to teachers. Yes, Mandy. She said they should be paid more, respected more, valued more. Absolutely. Erwin says there's no respect at home, so there's no respect outside of the home. That's good. Sister Carolyn said, I did not see that, but I saw a boy cursing his teacher out and was very disrespectful. The teacher remained very professional. He had to call the boy's father to come to straighten him out, and the boy still didn't want to listen to either adult. That's a problem. But then see, If the father comes to the school and can't straighten out the boy, that goes to show that there's no control at the home. Now, if the father is the head of the household and he can't control his own son, that is a big problem. Let's see here. Okay, that was Sister Carolyn. Mandy, listen. Mandy said, Tiffany, my mama would have taken me out. Niecy with the laughing emojis. My cousin Sharon Ross is on. Big shout out to Sharon. Hey, cuz. Yeah, I was Ooh, Mandy, I was a trip. I hit my report card for 3 marking periods. Oh my God. When I was in high school, I changed my grades for 3 marking periods. I would go to my friend Jason Tucker's house, and Jason, I would sit over there. He had this like typewriter, and I would get some Scotch tape, lift the letters off. That's when y'all remember when they used to have the computerized, printed out report card, and those letters were easy to change. Now they mail them on the computer. I feel bad for these kids. But I used to get some Scotch tape, lift the letters, and just type over it. Yeah. And then there was a time I had to get a counselor to... let me shut up. That's enough stories right now. We'll have to do this offline. So, yeah. But at the end of the day, where is the village? Are parents scared to step up and face their children? Have parents created a platform for their children to even have no fear of their own authority? Y'all, have they created a platform for their children, to not even fear, meaning not be scared, like shook, but reverence, right? Have some level of reverence for their authority, or even respect. I don't understand what's going on. I totally do not understand what's going on. And it bothers me. It bothers me. And here's why it bothers me. It hurts my heart to see men that go to school to teach, the guidance counselors, they're teachers, and they're doing whatever they can for the ones that are doing whatever they can, right? For the ones that are doing whatever they can, they're doing their very best to just do their job. And to have to deal with a fresh behind child, you don't get paid for that part. To have to deal with a child that's going to be disrespectful, to have to deal with a child, you go to work and you don't know if you're going to have a gun pulled out on you. You don't know if a child is going to try to jump you. You don't know if a child's going to start a fight in the classroom and bully somebody else. Where has this generation really gone? Hey, Jeff. How are you? Where has it really gone? This is it's mind-boggling to me. I think the lack of respect for authority. I'm not trying to be funny. Y'all gonna have to forgive me for saying this. When these kids get out of control, like that student that beat that teacher up to the point that her leg was broken, like that student, that little boy who I think was 9 years old, who decided to shoot his teacher, and the school knew something about, if it wasn't a gun, they knew about something. They knew about, I think he did that before or something like that. I'm not trying to be funny. Start charging these children. Start charging these children as adults. I don't care how old they are. Their parents, and find these parents. I'm not trying to be funny. These parents need to start being fined. And I mean heavy fines. Not fines where it's a little slap on the hand. These parents don't get enough. I can't say what I would want to say if I knew my child was causing that much havoc in school, because I'm tired of being in Facebook jail. I haven't been in Facebook jail for quite some time, so I'm not going to say it today. But when we all get in person, I'm going to have a whole lot to say. One of these days I'm going to do a Making Me Mad or just family night or something. And we're going to talk about it all. You best believe that. Sister Carolyn says, how a child get a gun and take it to the school and shot the teacher. Listen. Thank God she survived it. Right. And then did you guys see that child, that little baby in the vestibule of their apartment complex toting a gun? And then the family says, we don't own a gun. The neighbors showed them a video of the baby walking around in the vestibule waving a gun like that, just waving it. So when the cops see the video from the neighbors, the cops go back in the house, check the house again, and there's a gun sitting right there. And they checked earlier, and the guy said, oh, we don't own a gun. Yeah, you saw that, right, Jeff? Crazy. It's sickening. Hey, Papa Jackson. Good to see you. It's crazy. And I think they arrested the parents. But here's my thing. Of course, when you got a toddler, the baby was still in diapers. That was insane. When are we going to start taking this? Where is the village? Is there a such thing as a village anymore? Is it possible to even create a village lifestyle? Saying to your neighbors, listen, if I see something going on with your child, I'm going to go ahead and what was it? If I see something going on with your child, I'm going to go ahead and let you know. If you're not around, do you mind if I step in to help you? Or do you mind if I step in as a concerned neighbor to make sure that for the safety of your child and the other party? Whatever happened to that? It's like there's really legit no village. It's not. When I think about those officers that beat that poor boy to death. Beat that man to death. He was 3 blocks away from his house. Mandy said that the child showed them where he got it from. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Where is the village is what I want to know. Is it possible for a village to even be created? Is it even possible for parents to even say, you know what? If you see my child getting out of order, you let me know. Hey, Ma, big shout out to my mother who jumped on. Ma, you missed it. I told the story about how, I didn't tell too much. I can't tell too much, but I told the story, Ma, about how, remember that time when Daddy grounded me all summer for lying about my report card, and you kept telling him I was lying. And that time when he told me I couldn't let people come in the house and I couldn't leave the house, and I was sitting in the garage and everybody was outside. Technically speaking, I did what he said, but you missed it, Ma. Yeah, you remember that. I was just talking about that. But Ma, even you could talk about this. Where is the village right now with the kids? I was talking, Ma, about how the 9-year-old, I think it was the 9-year-old boy who shot his teacher. There was a young girl that I just saw about a week ago fighting her teacher, and Ma, she broke. She fought the teacher, stepped to the teacher, got in the teacher's face, fought her, and broke the teacher's leg. And then I showed this, let me see if I could pull it up again. Then I showed this picture of what happened on a school bus. A 14-year-old boy and another little boy jumped a 9-year-old girl. The 9-year-old girl is in the white. And that little boy was punching this little girl. The little boy in the black is 14 years old. 14 years old. And then the other boy in the red shirt, I don't know how old he is, but he looks super younger than the 14-year-old. Why are they jumping a 9-year-old? So my question is, where is the village? Hey, Shanique, where's the village? And why is it that people have a problem creating a space for a village to exist to help prevent these things from happening? And what is going on in the house where these kids feel comfortable to act out like this? Let me tell you something. The one thing I will tell you, and my mom will tell you while she's even on here, I feared my father. My dad is what, 6'1", 6'2"? I've been the same height since forever, and my mom is shorter than me. At the end of the day, I feared both of my parents. Feared in a good way, not trembling, but feared out of respect. Like, I know if I do this and if I get caught, oh my God, I know I'm in trouble. These kids have no fear. I think my mom told me a story one time, because she grew up in Harlem. She told me a story one time, I think, how the police officers knew the kids. They knew the kids. Not anymore. It's a different thing. Ma, didn't you say that? I think you told me that the police officers knew the kids in the neighborhood. And then, if you guys think about it back then, if Miss So-and-so saw you acting up, she would say, hey, cut that out. Y'all, when I lived in New Brunswick, I'll never forget this. I want to say it might have been Hassan Garrell. Was it Hassan Garrell and Alan Foe? It might have been Hassan and Alan. I don't remember if it was Hassan and Alan. I don't think it was Jatir and Alan. Somebody was in the Ville in New Brunswick with boxing gloves. Miss McGee used to be the principal of McKinley. Miss McGee got wind that these boys were fighting over in the Ville. And first of all, everybody was over there. But when Miss McGee walked over there, you could hear her over in the Hampton Club. You could hear her over by Right Place. You could hear her, hey, stop it. Stop it. This is the school principal. Walked over to the Ville to break up two boys from fighting. Nowadays, what's happening? Nowadays, nobody's doing anything. People are pulling out phones to record this foolishness. There is no village. My mom said that other parents could chastise us. And nowadays, that's not happening. That's not happening. Sister Carolyn says no fear or respect. The times have changed in such a way. Yeah, Sister Carolyn said so true, and the teachers. So are you all willing to go back to allowing your neighbors that that you feel comfortable with, to chastise your children? Let me tell you something. One of my girlfriends big shout out to Mr. Colin who's listening. Thank you for tuning in. He said television has our children confused. You know what? I believe that. So now, is it that there's a lot of exposure? What they see on TV makes them think that they can do certain things outside of the home. Let me tell you something. My parents didn't let me watch a lot of stuff. I would watch things when they weren't around. But as far as me sitting with my parents, watching smut on TV, it wasn't happening. Since Callan said social media also, absolutely. I'm going to tell you something. I don't know what is I think I did a show about this. Like, what is the age group for children to have social media? Hey, Aunt Bev, I see you. What is the age group where children should even have Facebook or Instagram? That doesn't even sound right. Children with Facebook and Instagram. I don't understand it. James Whitfield, good to see you, James. How are you? He says the consciousness of God or fear of God doesn't exist, so the respect for life is gone, especially among our people. Absolutely. Absolutely. My mom made a very good point, though. My mom made a very good point. I'm trying to look for it, where she was saying how the neighbors, there was a time that the neighbors were allowed to chastise them if they did anything wrong. Whatever happened to I truly am my brother's keeper? Norm is back from the fire.
You smell me?
I do.
Jesus.
It's bad.
It's bad. I put it on Facebook.
You did? I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, I was going to zoom it.
Oh, was that what's going on over here?
Nah, what happened?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what. I was like, oh, were you controlling from the street? Yeah, but whatever happened, hi, my Sandy, to us literally being able to say, I am my brother's keeper. My girlfriend, who's my sister, had said, if you see my child do anything wrong, you go ahead and check that. That's a village. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. My godchildren's mothers, they all said, you already know what you can do. Those kids know Auntie Tiffany loves them. I play, but they also know I don't play. There's a level of respect. Even as much as I do play, there's a level of respect because I'm still an adult. So how far have we gotten away with allowing these children to enter the friend zone? Children should be made. My parents, let me tell you something. My parents told me straight up. Did y'all ever hear that? I am not your little friend on the street. Oh, God. Boy, did my mom tell me that a lot. I am not one of your little girlfriends. I heard that a lot. Whatever happened to that? We now have a culture of angry children. Have you guys noticed how angry they are? Did you guys ever see Crooklyn? Crooklyn is one of my favorite. My mother's putting up the claps. Crooklyn is one of my favorite movies. I love Crooklyn. Okay. Did y'all remember in Crooklyn, the kids were out playing. They were doing stupid stuff with the cat. I mean, they were picking on the girls, but they weren't like really like doing stuff. The times have just changed in a great way. And we are adults. We still have control over this next generation. What are we going to do? What are we going to do to step in and say, you know what? Who needs a mentor? Maybe mom is tired. Maybe dad is tired because he's working all these different jobs to try to provide for the house. Mom is tired because she's trying to do the same thing and bills are like all the way up here. So what are we maybe I should step in and say, hey, do you need help? Do you need me to maybe take the child to a tutor after school if they're struggling with their grades? How are their grades? Check on your neighbors. Check on people that you know that has kids. How are you doing? Do you need a break? Do you need a break? What do you need me to do? Where can I help? What can I do to help your child? What can I do? I think that level of love is just gone. 15-year-olds running around. I told my aunt Bev, I'm so glad that she's out of Harlem. Told her she finally moved out of the city. I'm so glad she had moved. And not too long after she had moved, there was just this gun battle between these two teens, broad daylight. Here's the thing. Stuff isn't even happening at night anymore. Everything is like 12 o'clock during lunch hour. These kids are going ballistic. And these are kids. These are teenagers shooting in the street. Why y'all not in school? James says it starts at home. Love must be taught again in homes, in the structure of family. And once love flows in the home, it will spill into the community. Absolutely excellent. I'm going to read that again. It starts at home. Love must be taught again in homes, in the structure of family. And once love flows in the home, it will spill out into the community. That is perfectly said. Sister Carolyn says children feel like they are children feel like they are entitled. The generation of being entitled to do what they want to do. James said, I'm going back to the love concept. Black is beautiful. We are family. Each one teach one. Right. So where is love missing? So now if you want to take because love is a variable, right? That's just one thing. A big piece, but it's just one thing. So now the question is, who is not, how can I say this? How is love not flowing and spilling over in the household where this child or children feel that much anger and rage, where they can't even identify what love is? They can't conceptualize what being treated like a loving child is like. So what they do is go out and carry on the behavior that they see. How do we bring love back into the fold of our neighborhoods? How do we bring love back into the fold of our homes? How do we bring it back on the street? You can't have a block party. You can't do things without something popping off. People trying to have a good time, and then it's always one person. I'll never forget. I was at an event, I want to say in the Bronx. And I said I would, and it took me years to do an outdoor event after that. I was within a few feet. I was at an event. I forgot what it was, but it was definitely in the Bronx. And this was years ago. And while I'm out there, all of a sudden I hear pop, pop, pop. And I'm like, dang, that sounds real close. But where's it coming from? Because the way I was sitting, let's say I'm facing here, everybody's here. It had to be like 6 feet away from me. And one of the people in the middle of the crowd got shot in the chest. Like, come on, we out here vibing to good music, having a good time. You just randomly walk up to somebody and shoot them? Sister Carolyn says, our own society has opened a bag of worms, also telling the children that they are able to call the authorities when they are getting chastised. Now, see, and now that's the thing. That's the thing. You call the authorities when you're getting chastised. So now the parents can't discipline the children the way they probably would need to discipline them. And so the children feel like, they can't touch me. If they do this, I'm going to jail. They're going to jail. Or if they do this, I can just call the police. And so how do we deal with that? How do we deal with it? There's got to be some kind of way to bridge this, bring this culture to a place of understanding the dynamics of family. You don't need a big family to have family. I think the misconception is, you know what? I'm in a single parent home. Guess what? The person, a single parent, whether it's a mother or a father, that's your family. That's your family. Erwin said, I would try to call the police for you. I don't get it. Norm, what you think? It's crazy. Like, how do we bridge that? So, well, y'all, we definitely need to continue this. Next week, I'm not going to be able to continue this conversation because we might have some guests on Zoom with us. Tell you about it later. Some musical guests we might have on with us. So I'll keep you guys posted next week. Actually, by this weekend, I'll probably post something up. And then I think, what am I doing the following week? What's this week? No, next week is Valentine's Day. Oh, no, that's why I did move the guest to the 21st. Valentine's Day. That's when I need to do a giveaway. That's what I need to do. I need to do a giveaway. Oh,
My birthday? Oh.
Norm, aren't you the 9th?
Thursday. Yeah.
Norm's birthday is Thursday. Norm's birthday got me in unexpected trouble last year. I will never. I still love you, Norm. Miss me with that, Norm. Yeah, Norm's birthday was definitely a wonderful night to remember. But it was a night to remember. Let me roll my eyes at you real hard right now. Anyway, y'all, I need to check out with you guys. So next week, let me see. I'm going to think of a giveaway for y'all. It's Valentine's Day. Don't worry. I'll have something for y'all. It might be a gift card, or what I might do is do something on maybe Monday night, and maybe I'll send somebody flowers, male or female, just to say Happy Valentine's Day. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. You guys know you got to stay tuned to my page, my main page, and then, of course, I'll add it to the Make Me Matter radio page. And thanks to anyone who's tuning in on Spotify. Y'all, big shout out to y'all. James said, Happy Born Day, brother. Yeah, Niecy. You remember that night. It was a good day. Didn't it? It was a good ride. Didn't it? Let me get out of here before I start having trigger moments. Whoa! No! Hold up! No! Norm said I got nobody to blame but myself. Norm, I blame you because if it wasn't for your birthday party, I would have never woo. Just that simple. Norm, tell Norm I messaged him. Okay. I just told him. Erwin said he messaged you. Norm got messages out the wazoo, so I hope he even gets a chance to check it out. I'm praying for you, Erwin. He get a bunch of messages. Big shout out to Teresa. Good night, Sister Carolyn. Very interesting conversation. Very. Yeah, we got to keep this going. Mommy said happy birthday, Norm.
Oh, I said thank you so much.
He said thank you, Ma. Everybody, Norm said thank you.
Tell him to message me on the right page.
Which page? Oh, Erwin. Norm said to message him on Norman E. Bradley. Send him a message on Norman E. Bradley. Teresa, hey girl, I love you. I'll see you hopefully I'll see you Sunday. Yeah, so happy early birthday, Norm. No parties this year. Well, don't invite me. Or anyway, thank you guys so much. It's Norm's fault. Can we start a hashtag called Blame Norm?
That probably be an easy one.
Let's start a hashtag called Blame Norm.
Blame it on Norm.
Hashtag 0209. Hashtag Blame Norm. That's what we gonna do. How about that? Jesus. Next week. See you next week. Yeah, I think I want to do a Valentine's Day giveaway. It's time for a giveaway. Y'all, if you guys want to be a part of the giveaway, go ahead and cash at me at $ Miss Tiffany Barker. And by the way, speaking of fire, yeah, go right ahead. So y'all, I forgot to tell you guys this. There's somebody that I know whose house caught on fire, burnt down. I asked her last week, does she need any clothes? She said she doesn't need clothes, but she needs toiletries. Yes, thank y'all so much for the hashtag Blame Norm. Thank you. Let's keep that thing going. She said she needs toiletries. She does not need clothes. She needs toiletries. If you are willing and able to donate so that I can pick up toiletries, or if you want to pick up the toiletries and meet up with me, holla at me. Let me know if you are available. I would like to get something to her by the end of the week. And so, Let me know. Freaky, freaky. Let me know. Freaky, freaky. All right, y'all. Oh my gosh. Blame Norm. Blame Norm. Blame Norm. Good night, guys. Blame Norm. Blame Norm.